Well, all right, everybody, and welcome to Friday night. You know what that means here on Rebel Racing Network. It is the Lodge's Brake Pedal Arca Series, and tonight we are at Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Mile for the Milwaukee's Best 100, and it's going to be a nice 73-degree day, humidity 46%, partly cloudy, 6 miles an hour wind. Which way? We don't know. We don't know. We're going to have to find that out. But qualifying is underway right now. We're finishing up. And right now, Jonathan Cofield has that pole position, but there's still a few guys left to qualify. Welcome to Rebel Racing Network. I'm Eddie Smith, and we're going to call this race tonight, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I think. I don't know how I feel about Milwaukee. Not a big fan of the track. The flatter of the track, the flat, short tracks like Martinsville, big fan. Big old fan. But flat, long tracks like New Hampshire and Milwaukee, not a huge fan. But it's only a mile, so not too short. But gonna see a lot of interesting racing. We'll see how this car races here. Figure it'll be a one-line thing. Don't think the high line will work that much. But hey, that's why we watch the race. Gonna find out who can take home the win tonight. So got about 30 seconds left in this, and we're going to jump right into it, get the grid rolling, and get into this race. I'm excited to see how this is going to go. As always, everybody in chat, don't be afraid to speak up. It's probably people in the race, so no texting and driving. But if you're in the chat and you're wanting to be active, got somebody you want to cheer for, particular, I'll make sure they get a little bit more camera time. That way you can see where they are. We'll have a good time. So. All right, there goes practice. So we're going to jump right into the grid, and let's see who's starting where. Right on the front row is your Chuck Pegleg Pole Award winner, Jonathan Cofield. Now, Jonathan Cofield been knocking on the door of a race win all season long. Andy Kurtz has been sort of that roadblock for him, but Andy not here tonight as past champions can only run a select amount of races, 6 in total. So that's pick and choose. So everybody else gets to run the full schedule. It's just a good way to keep parity and keep guys from dominating. So Jonathan Cofield looking to get that victory tonight, but he's going to have to deal with Poman as they are all over him. Aaron Adcock starting outside the front row. Chris McLean starting third. Charles Stevens starting fourth. Josh Oswald starting fifth. Michael Morrison starting sixth. Jesse Necula seventh. Chuck Phelps starting eighth. Stephen Gibson starting ninth. Steve McDonald starting 10th. Brandon Wallace starting 11th. Starting 12th is William Griffith. Starting 13th, David Jones. Starting 14th, the Lottridge brake pedal man himself, Jason Lottridge. Phil Hitman Monzo starting 15th. Garrett Kenders starting 16th. Brandon Pollitt in the number 1 Pale Horse Racing Machine starting 17th. Tyler Rice starting 18th. Starting 19th, Charlie Gates Jr. And starting 20th, Mean Gene Watkinson. Well, 100 laps. It's going to have sort of a short track feel, I think. So I'm not real sure. I don't know if I've ever seen the Arca cars on this particular track. So I'm actually kind of excited to see what we're going to be dealing with today as we get ready to drop the green flag for the Milwaukee's Best 100. Pace car getting ready to pull off here. Takes an extremely fast left-hand turn. And green flag is out. You see Barney waving that flag. We get down into turn 1, and we're going to see what these cars can do as far as a couple 2 or 3 wide racing. You see, like Chris McLean, he's 05 on the board, but he'll be the 07, that red car third in line there. Kind of backed off a little bit to let his teammate Aaron Adcock in to the bottom. So a little bit of teamwork here early on. But so far, so good. As we got some battling going on back here. William Griffith and that Mr. Plow Blue Machine looking in the inside of Brandon Wallace in the Push Pop Chevrolet. And you see that Danica machine of Jason Lottridge right behind him. So scary combination there. That's it's like Mentos and Diet Coke, man. Brandon Wallace kind of going backwards right now. It's Steve McDonald or David Jones out of the groove. He's going to lose a few spots there. But good racing so far. Jason Lottridge, William Griffith, we'll have to watch these guys. They are making their way to the front. Now, tire, I think tires are going to be a pretty big deal. You can definitely use them up here because you've got a lot of room on the throttle and brakes. Drive it in a little bit deeper. It's going to take a little bit of finesse to keep the tires on it. So we'll see if they can make their way to the front, but also save a little bit of tire. It's got a battle here between Jason Lottridge and Chuck. Chuck going to give that position up. We go back up front. Jonathan Cofield with a nice lead. You know, he's been pretty determined. Heard him talk the last few races about how he just really wants that win. So you can definitely hear the determination in his voice and how important a win here in this series would be for him. As he's always really fast, just seemed to come up a little bit short a couple times. So back here in second, got a nice little group of cars here. Is Aaron Adcock losing Cofield a little bit. Cofield kind of lapping about 4/10 faster than these fellas. So it's always hard to say whether or not just saving tires or just a different pace. But Cofield really laying down some fast laps. Got a couple awards we're going to give out tonight. Of course, the Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award. We already gave out the Chuck Pegleg Pole Award and P&J Hard Luck Award and the Smolsky Window Tinting Mr. Irrelevant Award, along with the Smil Race Designs Best Paint. As Gene Watkinson is a little bit low, looks like, or low on the track, very slow. Oh, it's going to be dangerous right here as he's entering. But it looks like he crashed. So, Gene having some trouble early on. We go back up front. Aaron's still hanging on to that second place, but I tell you what, it seems like it's going to be extremely competitive as Josh Oswald looking, trying to get past the 05, 07 of Chris McClain. Got some new cameras tonight, so we're going to be swapping through them, see how they look. Don't really know the names of all of them just yet, so we'll figure it out. You see Charles Stevens making his way up to this battle along with Michael Morrison. Got us a nice little view here. Chris McClain in the seat. Kevin Kinder says, hello, Eddie. Hey, what's going on, Kevin? Big K. Good to see you. I know you checking on the 13. You want to know where he's at. He is running in 10th, up 6 spots from where he started. He is making his way through the field. Probably going to need a caution. It seems like it's going to be difficult to pass here. But I imagine if he can keep his nose clean, that 13 will be towards the front pretty soon. Al Renecki says that the 153 of Jonathan Cofield is on a green flag only pace. He is in a F around and find out pace, man. I tell you what, he didn't show up and play around today. Like Chris McClain gonna try to work the outside, try to get a run, but he's got that 17 car all over him. Yeah, Jonathan Cofield. We'll pull up the track map. I don't really like the track map, but I'll pull it up. And you can see that, let's do car number. Well, 153 has got quite a gap. You see him going through turn 1 and 2 now, and Aaron Adcock in second, just entering in turn 1. Ooh, man, Josh Oswald with a great move there to get around the 23 and the 07. Man, that was really, really impressive. Let's go back and watch that again as we go watch it from. See both those two Poman Motorsports teammates running the top side, and that just opened the door for this. Excuse me, the 17, and he's able to drive it down into turn 1 and take both spots. So battling back a little bit here on the 23, gets a little tight off the corner though. He's going to lose that run, and Aaron Hadcock going to take that spot back. While this is going on, you can definitely see. Oh, they're going to get 3 wide here. Ooh, it's close. Charles Stevens going to try to get to the inside of Chris McLean, and these boys are battling. You look up here at Cofield, you can see he's 0.5 a second, 0.5, 0.7 a lap, and he was already faster, but these guys battling right here. Jonathan Cofield is just gone, so Josh Oswald going to look down to the inside. What's tough here is you really need to use the whole track off the corner, and that high line will actually get a pretty good run if you can wait on the throttle a little bit. And so it can be very difficult to make a pass. You see Oswald just not able to clear him just yet. Looks like he may be able to do it right here, but look at the 23 with a great run there. Going to pull out to his outside, just not give that 17 the full track. So Aaron Adcock battling hard for the second place, but looks like Josh Oswald going to take over that second place position, see if he can cut it into this lead a little bit of Jonathan Cofield. As, man, this is, you know, for a track that I would say probably looks like it sucks to race on, these guys are definitely proving me wrong. So they're coming up on Gene here. Gene going to do the smart thing, pull down low. Thank you, Gene. I'll tell you what, while this is going on, the 13's been able to, oh boy, that was real close. As Garrett Kinder really sent it in there, and I don't know if Garrett or if William Griffith was real prepared for that. As I'm having a stroke, the 13 is on the back end of this little pack here, and he is on the move, up 9 spots from where he started. Josh Oswald, though, in second place, he's also up 2 spots. Jonah Culver says that Oswald's scheme looks clean. There ain't no doubt about that. As he can definitely put them together. I'm a big fan. You can set sail on these guys. We play around with the cameras a little bit. You see Josh in there with that half steering wheel. That's looking weird. But he's looking comfortable out here in second place. But, man, I'll tell you who's comfortable. I know there's a big battle going on, but, man, you look, Jonathan Cofield, you don't even see any of the other cars. He is gone, man. At this rate, and we haven't had a caution just yet, which is great. We love that. But if this goes green all the way, at this pace, Cofield's going to end up lapping the field. I mean, he is easily 4/10 faster than everybody every lap. Let's go on board with him and see exactly what he's doing. He's driving right down to the bottom, driving in pretty deep, rolling right around the bottom, picking up the throttle a little bit later, making sure that car does not get tight. You definitely see him using that brake. You look at his steering wheel and go, why is the steering wheel kind of straight going in the corner? Well, he's got the brake bias turned down, and so when he gets on that brake, it really turns that car for him. So he's using the brake to turn, almost turning right a little bit, you see, as quit trying to be cute, just get right on board with him. That way you can highlight that, but you'll see him blinks out. See how he's turning that wheel to the right, and it's because he's using the brake to get that car into the corner. And what that does is just saves the right front. He doesn't have to put that much wheel. He's not turning the front tires, and it keeps those tires on him. And he's doing a fantastic job as that lead continues to extend. Last time by, he was running a 31.3, and Josh Oswald a 31.6. So Cofield in his own zip code. Let's go back here. Check in on Steve McDonald, Brandon Wallace, as he is trying to get by Brandon Pollock. So it's the Brandon and Brandon show as they battle it out here for 12th place. Yeah, that water tower camera is just right. Nice little battle here. We talked about Jason Lottridge. He was kind of moving up through the field with William Griffith. And Griffith has made his way all the way up to 8th, but Jason has dropped back a little bit. So not sure what happened, if he had some trouble or just used the tires up pretty early in that faux dodge. You can definitely see he's struggling as he comes off the corner. Right rear kind of stepping out a little bit. Checking in on another battle here for 9th place. You've got Chuck, Jesse, and Steven Gibson here. Jesse going to try to get a run here down to the inside. Looks like he is going to get that car to the side. See how, if Steven can fight him at all. That high line just is not working. Just not able to get a grip off the turn. So he is going to lose 2 spots almost in one corner. Check on this battle for 2nd place. Josh Oswald's hanging on to it, but he's got Chris McLean all over the backbone. Charles Stevens having a great run, sitting there in 4th place. I tell you what, man, I want to check out these cameras right here. Let's go and crank it up. I'm going to turn this volume up loud. I'm going to shut up, and we'll see what this camera looks like. Well, that was pretty cool. I like it. The audio sounds weird on these cars, but outside of that, these are some sexy looking cars. And of course, you know, the car itself, you got to love this body style, but these guys who do the paint jobs here have been pretty phenomenal in the series. You've got a battle going on here between Garrett Kinder and William Griffith here for 7th place. Kinder, I saw during that, pump it up or whatever, saw that rear end of that 13 hanging out, which I don't think that surprises anybody. Can't tell if they're just playing around or they're struggling or what, but maybe Garrett might be trying just a little bit higher line and 12 running the bottom line, but they're putting on a show here. go up to second place as Chris McLean in that 07 machine has gotten to the inside of the 17. 17 is way out of the groove, may open the door for Charles Stevens, not quite. I tell you what, Charles Stevens impressing the heck out of me. Tonight in the Xfinity race, he was extremely fast on the long run, and he is showing it tonight as well in this race. As definitely seems to have a little bit of speed here on the end of this run. It's kind of weird seeing these cars like this. They're passing each other, and they're all kind of nose to tail. Then you go out here to Cofield, who is, man, he is 13 seconds ahead of the field. Well, I'll tell you what, there ain't but one way to find out, and that's to go on board. We're going to watch another lap with Cofield. Then we're going to go check somebody else out and see what they're doing. Maybe we can see the differences. Like I said, we've already kind of highlighted how he's using the brake to drive the car down to the bottom without having to put that much wheel into it. Coming off load, a little bit of counter steer, pretty good. Well, let's go on board with Chris McLean and see the difference. Is he going to open the door? They're going to be racing. It'll be hard to see. You definitely see there's a lot more movement there. He's also got a car to the inside. Watch Charles Stevens. He goes down into the next corner and see exactly what may be different. See Charles doing pretty much the same thing. Yeah, definitely looks like coming off the bottom of the corner is definitely where Cofield is doing so much better than everybody else. Everybody else seems to be doing the same thing. Getting down to the bottom. He's maybe waiting on throttle just a little bit longer, not letting the car push out to the wall, similar to what Charles did right there. Whatever he's doing it just way better than everybody else. Now, times have kind of equalized. You see how much more aggressive he is. He's almost like he's going to hit the wall there going into turn one, but just very, very consistent. Gap is not as huge as it was as far as lap times. He was some 4/10 faster than everybody early on in the run, but right now he's about a little less than 2/10 faster than Josh Oswald. You see some of these guys pushing up a little bit in the middle, putting a little bit more wheel into it. Don't see the same out of Cofield. See Josh doing very similar. So a little bit of separation here for Oswald and McLean as they have kind of started to. What happened to Charles Stevens? Go back and check out and see what happened to the 88 car who was having a good run. Just open up the door for Aaron Adcock. Loses a lot of momentum, and that's going to give up 2 spots. Seen that a lot. So Charles Stevens is going to drop back to 6th place. But still a good run nonetheless. Looks like tires are a big thing. It seems like tire wear is really affecting some of these guys. Garrett Kender drove through the field, but has kind of hit a wall here as not able to really make up any time. Actually, William Griffith able to get back by him. We saw them battling earlier. So they're having a great little run here. That last lap, Cofield still 2/10 faster than anybody else on the track. Haven't had anybody come down pit road yet. We'll see as, that most likely they'll have to make one pit stop. It's looking like it's going to go relatively caution-free, so we'll see who decides. I mean, honestly, Cofield has such a huge advantage. 14 and a half seconds back to Josh Oswald in second place, that he can really stay out as long as he needs to. There's no pressure of an undercut from Josh Oswald, so he can really stay out as long as fuel will let him. Those guys can go in and pit, come out with those fresh tires. Still, when he comes in, he'll still probably have the lead, so he can continue to extend this lead out and run as long as so he doesn't get caught by a caution or something like that. Back here to these battles as we want to highlight Cofield, who is just waxing the field, but also want to show any kind of battles and stuff that we got. Guys are kind of spreading out right now, as I'm sure the tires don't feel too great. But Aaron Adcock gets passed by Michael Morrison, but looks to be maybe changing up. Oh my goodness, and Griff. I mean, not Griff, but Garrett Kinder, Jesse Necula, and Chuck Feltz bring out the first caution on lap 44. Not sure what happened tonight, or there, as we saw Garrett Kinder getting a little bit loose. Let's go to that Kinder Farm and Ranch wreckage rewind. Oh, my goodness. I do see what happened. It looks like Jesse Necula, not quite sure that Garrett Kinder was pitting, maybe. Not sure if he called it out or not. But Jesse Necula definitely not aware that the 13 was pitting. He gets stopped, and 84 right into the back of him, and Chuck with just nowhere to go, kind of gets bottled up there. But that's going to bring out our first caution. If you're Jonathan Cofield, you just hate to see that, because that's about the worst thing that could happen is caution come out, because that erases his lead. Still going to hang on to the lead. He's going to have plenty of time to come down and get his 4 tires and fuel, and I would imagine that's going to get us to the end if we go green. That's going to change a lot. I don't know if anybody's been saving anything. As far as I can tell, Cofield has just gotten such a better feel for this track and car, done a lot of practice, it seems like. And somebody's going to have to dig down deep and find something. As got some guys still on track. Brandon Pollock has yet to make his pit stop. Stephen Gibson as well. Don't know if there's they maybe just didn't know pit road was open. Not real sure. William Griffith takes 2 tires. So if they, he'll okay. Brandon Pollock is coming down pit road, so he will give up that spot. Cofield will have the lead. William Griffith will be in second. We'll see with those 2 tires. I can't imagine 44 lap old tires taking 2. I can't imagine it's going to be great, but we'll see. I've been wrong about that before. You see the 48 car. He is tail end of the lead lap, so he will look like he's going to stay out and maybe get the wave around, and most likely hope for a quick caution, because he is still has yet to pit, so he is still on those old tires. So under our first caution of the night on lap 47, a little tussle there between Garrett Kinder and Justin Necula. Just some miscommunication between those two. One was yinging, one was yanging. Brings out our first caution. Cofield with a 14-plus second lead. Definitely hated to see that, but be interested to see if anybody has anything for him. I mean, that's a pretty big gap. All right, getting ready for restart here as we have almost a halfway. 53 laps to go. Cofield going to control this restart. Going to get a nice jump. He is determined. No playing around here as we'll see how these two tires work for William Griffith. He's able to hang on to it or not. And so far, doesn't look good out of the corner. Is Chris McLean going to be able to get to the inside? Josh Oswald looking as well. Griff's going to keep that door open. 17's going to drop through there. And, yeah, two tires real quickly does not look like the play. So trying for a little track position. Go back up front. I'll tell you, I'd race with Chris McLean a lot. If there's anybody who can figure it out while they're racing, maybe watch Cofield a little bit. That's about the worst thing that happened for Cofield is get that caution, race that lead, and allow somebody to get close, see what you're doing. If there's anybody who can figure it out, it's that 07 machine of Chris McLean. As William Griffith still falling backwards. Now Michael Morrison in the inside of that 12 machine. So now the 23 is, you know, I hate to question decisions because I'm not out there on the track, but you had made up so much time. Griff had made up so much from, he had started like 12th or so and then moved up pretty far up through the pack. And you get a caution, go in and get 4 tires and kind of continue that trend of moving forward. Instead, you kind of place your bets on 2 tires. And at the end of this, he may end up giving up everything that he had gained since the beginning of the race. So not. Can't say I like that decision. So far, no bueno as Jonathan Cofield, man. He is kicking their butts tonight. He is a 10th.5 faster than this whole top 4. That last lap, 30.65. Chris McLean at 30.80. He is not messing around. Check in here on Brandon Wallace as he is the commissioner for this series. He's trying to work on the back bumper of that 68 machine. Yeah, Ratchet, I agree. I think he's going to end up settling, after it's all said and done, probably settling where, what happened to Garrett Kinder? I know he got involved in that wreck, but it shows him 13th, a lap down. I guess Cofield was just that far ahead that whenever they wrecked onto pit road, it put them a lap down. So Garrett Kinder, currently your lucky dog. William Griffith still going backwards as Garrett Kinder goes to the inside. That's not for position. Steve McDonald in that red car, that'd be the next position. But Ratchet Miller's just too many laps left for a 2-tire gamble. I mean, at this point, he's sort of equalized. So, not terrible as he's running the lap times very similar to these guys that he is now around. So, you know, I just feel like he's got 4 tires, he'd be in the same spot and he could be moving forward instead of fighting and trying to keep him going backwards. But anyway, I've harped enough on this. I don't guess I need to. I think I've said what needs to be said about it. We'll move on. But this little battle here between this group of cars has been a lot of fun. Aaron Adcock, Michael Morrison, Charles Stevens. Let's see here, working on the back bumper of Mr. Morrison. Making up a lot of ground on entry. Definitely getting a little spread out on this run as everything is kind of settled from everybody's speed, kind of where they should be at this point, about over halfway. Everybody has kind of moved into the positions that their right front has taken them. I believe this 4th place is going to be a battle. Laps to go, and your leader is still Jonathan Cofield, as he has about a second and a half. Ooh, Chris McLean getting the wall there. If he didn't, he got real close. We'll see as he comes by. Did he have any damage? Yeah, a little bit of scrape there, so I think he got a little bit of that wall. We'll see if that affects him. He's actually running a little bit quicker last time by after that wall bang is about a tenth slower. So this time around, Chris McLean, Josh Oswald not letting him get away that fast. But if McLean's hitting the wall, you can definitely tell he's putting a lot of really working for it. We watch this 4-way battle, 5-way battle. Ooh, Aaron Adcock has to check up quite a bit. That opens the door for the 88 machine. Oh, and he gets a little bit loose, and Garrett Kinder are going to get into the back of him. And the 23 machine of Aaron Adcock goes around as he was all out of shape trying to gas it up on that low line. And we are under our second caution, lap 62. It actually worked out pretty good for William Griffith. That was about the perfect thing that could happen. He kind of drops back in the 6th place where he was before he took 2 tires. He's going to get to come in now as everybody's going to come in and take their last set of tires, most likely. Now, something I really didn't mention that I didn't think was going to be an issue, but they have 2 sets of tires in the pit, so they just used one on lap 44, so about 20 laps. So what do you do here? I think it's going to be an interesting call. I think if you're Cofield, I think you got to come down and get tires. Especially if you're up front, you just don't want to put yourself in a position where you go green to the end and not have fresh tires. But only 20 laps. I don't know the tire wear. I don't get to see that up here. We'll see if some guys stay out or if they elect the pit, save that set. It'll be an interesting decision. I think we'll see maybe some difference of opinion here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Jonathan Cofield going to come down pit road, but Chris McLean, Josh Oswald going to leave him hanging out there. So going to change up a little bit of what goes on here. Now the danger for Jonathan Cofield is if he can drive his way back up to the front is a late race caution that could really change the game here as he is on his last set. See Aaron Adcock coming in, but we got a lot of people staying out on track. Chris McLean's going to assume the lead. Josh Oswald, Michael Morrison, Charles Stevens Jr. And Brandon Wallace, Brandon Pollock going to stay out. And unfortunately for Garrett Kinder, if you're a Garrett Kinder fan, because he was involved in that incident, he will not be the lucky dog winner. Should be Chuck Pegleg Phelps. So, you know, I hate it for John. I mean, if you're Jonathan Cofield, you're probably sweating just a little bit. You'll be sitting 7th on 20 laps fresher tires. So all these cars in front of him are laps down. So they will be sorted out before right now, it looks like. So if you want to know what to be watching, definitely going to be watching the 153 is, you know, 65 out of 100, that's probably plenty of time on 20-lap fresher tires as fast as he is to get to the front. The thing is, how patient is he willing to be knowing that he's got the advantage? These guys are not going to just roll over and let him go. Some might, but most won't. So I think he's still in a really good position. 6 cars in front of him. He was halfway around the track from second place on that last run. You know, just take a couple cars at a time, and I think he's going to have the fresher tires. But just how long? You can't wait forever. He can't be too patient because Chris McLean, Josh Oswald get out too far ahead, and it could be too much to make up. So, yeah, that caution really changed everything. Cofield, like I said, he's been having it easy, and it's going to make him sweat just a little bit. I still think he's most likely the favorite to win the race, just with 20-lap fresher tires and only 6 cars to get up through. But you know, there's still a lot that can happen. I think if you're Chris McLean, Josh Oswald, knowing that you got to get it sorted out and get gone, as you're going to need as much space as you can get. And we saw Griff on 2 tires. Just did not seem to have the grip. Of course, those were 44 lap old tires versus 20. So we'll see what the difference is here as we try to watch that 153, see what he can do. Kevin Kinder says he runs the risk of getting in a wreck. That's absolutely right. Got to be patient. The 07 going to get a good jump. That's exactly what he needs to do. So we'll go back here to Cofield. Like I said, Cofield's just got to be patient. I think he's got plenty of car, got plenty. He is 3 wide here. Going to get a run here on the 99. Should be able to pull down low and get that spot. Just got to be patient. Don't push it too hard. Don't push the limit. I think he'll be all right. And watch out your front front windshield. Make sure you don't get caught up in anything. So far, so good for the 153 as he is getting on the back bumper of the 88. This is where people giving you a whole lot of room is going to... Oh, no, and there's a wreck right in front of him. Just like I said, the 2017 and 07 get together, and caution is out, and Josh Oswald sitting sideways in that SPM 17 machine, and he goes around. Let's see what happened. We kind of saw it, like a little contact there with the 07, but let's make sure before we trying to get up off the corner. Gets on the apron a little bit, which may have checked him up more than the 07 thought, but the 07 kind of just gives him a little tap there, and that was enough to get him sideways. Almost saves it, but that sends him around, so that's going to put us back under caution, and Josh Oswald outside the top 10. Well, I mean, as far as we'll see what people are going to do here. Obviously, Jonathan Cofield would like for everybody to just go on down pit road, but like I said, I think he's still in such a good spot. He's able to pick up 2 or 3 spots there, and Chris McLean going to come down pit road knowing that those tires are just too good. They would have liked to have had just a few more laps before caution comes out to make that decision. because they're going to come down and get their last set. So you kind of was hoping that it would go another 10, 15 laps and then a caution come out, and then they would have the fresher tires over at Cofield. But now it's going to be pretty dang equals. We barely got a lap out of those. So Cofield still in a good spot. Going to be second behind Michael Morrison. Morrison has yet to pit this time. Ratchet Miller says Cofield is in the catbird seat. That's right. He absolutely is. That could not have gone better for him, especially with those guys up front pitting. So he barely had to put any laps on those tires. Puts him right back up in second place. And now Chris McLean and Josh Oswald are back in 10th and 12th. So the 153 can breathe a little bit easier now. That really worked out in his favor. Well, so far, your biggest mover, if the race ended right now, he would be the Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award winner. Brandon Pollock, who won Pennzoil. Sitting in 6th, started 17th. That's a pretty good little run there. He has yet to make his second stop. So, still on those older tires. Got new tires behind him. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Jonah Colbert says, not sure I agree with pitting on this caution. And I agree. Kind of had to wait it out, knowing you were going to be pretty fast, knowing that Cofield was going to get around you and maybe hope for that late race caution to go down and get those last sets. But it is what it is now. We'll see what how the strategy plays out for somebody else. Somebody else may pull that strategy, like Michael Morrison, who's leading us down to the green flag. He may be waiting on that strategy as well. If he can stay and hold up and at least stay in the top 5, that may work out in his favor if we get a late race caution. Cautions breed caution, so we may see that happen. And Cofield, you can see the front end of that car lift up. He's going to get a nice little jump here as he's going to lead us down into the first turn here. At 153, you can definitely tell he is moving. Michael Morrison going to slide up real bad into that turn. Open up the door. Jonathan Cofield goes by and is going to try to set sail. At this point, I'd be curious to know what people's thoughts are. There's still 25 laps to go, and you've got guys who have yet to, if a late race caution, do you save your tires here knowing that you're the fastest car on the track, or do you just start clicking the laps off as fast as possible? I feel like if you just kind of manage it a little bit, get you a little gap and just try to save as much of those tires as you can. That way guys can't come in and get their last set. Brandon Pollock struggling. McLean and Oswald able to get around him. Right now, your freshest set of tires is on that 88 machine of Charles Stevens. Only 5 laps difference on those tires, so I don't think he's going to have a huge advantage, not like what Cofield had a few minutes ago. It'll be a slight advantage, but nothing that's going to be crazy. You see Chris McLean hanging it out there, trying to run these guys down. They got a lot of work to do with only 25 laps to go. Charles Stevens will go working the inside of Stephen Gibson. And Jonathan Cofield already out to a 2-second lead. Let's see. Michael Morrison going to try to hold off these this pack of wolves he's got behind him, as he is still, he last pitted on lap 44, so he is really on old tires. But man, a caution in the next 5 to 10 laps, man. He is sitting pretty. Of course, none of these guys around him will pit. But he will have extremely fresh tires if a caution does come out. But I'll tell you what, he's holding up pretty dang well on those tires. Maybe not enough for Cofield, but he may be able to hold off these guys. Chris McLean, though, he is coming. He has made up quite a bit of spots. He's on the back bumper of that 23 of Aaron Adcock. As Michael Morrison definitely, he's going to get a little bit wide here. It's going to open the door for that 12 machine. Who, we sitting there talking about him and kind of dogging him a little bit, but right now he looks like a genius for his pit strategies. He's trying to pass for second place, not quite able to make it just yet, but going to have a run here down on the inside. Should be able to take it here, I would think. It does. Takes over second place. So move Michael Morrison back to third place. Griff up to second. Griff's about 4 seconds back from Cofield, but I really think what he's got to worry about is that 07 on track there, as he is now on the back bumper of the 21. That'll be oh my goodness, and then, oh good, no. Big wreck here into turn one as Chris McLean gets into Michael Morrison. Josh Oswald spins out again, as that was a pretty big wreck, my goodness. And, Chris has just got so much fresher tires, and it is the responsibility of the passing car to make a clean pass, but he's just going to be rolling the center just so much better than the 21 car. And just the 21 kind of parking it in the middle of the corner because he has to. His tires are too old. He can't do anything but park it. So you just see a big difference in tire and how well the car is handling right there. And it just, he's got pressure from the back. Not making excuses for anybody, just one of those racing deals. I don't think Chris is going in there to give him a bump, but it just happens. But a big wreck here. And we talked about it. Michael Morrison. If you're Michael, I think you might hate coming down pit road to get those tires, but you really can't keep them in the pits. But it looks like he is. It looks like he is willing to ride it out. So Michael Morrison. Gonna stay out on track. Interesting decision. Man, like I said, that's why I'm in the booth. And he may felt like he was doing such a good job. He only lost one spot there. So he may feel like he's still in a good spot. Not going to catch Cofield, but decides to stay out. Still got a set of tires in the pits, and so far is the only one with one left, and he is sitting third. I thought for sure he would come down pit road there and have the freshest tires. You know, the lead lap cars are getting, you know, more and more every caution. We have a lucky dog that goes around, so it adds another car to the lead lap. So that's more cars you'd have to pass. I thought for sure he'd go down pit road right there and take those tires. But the big story of the night has just been Jonathan Cofield, who's, like I said early on, has been knocking on the door of getting his first win in this series. It's been really tough for him, just finishing second a few times. Just been so close, but tonight he came prepared and has just dominated this race. So we'll see if he's able to finish it off. I don't know if he's got anybody. We'll see. We'll see who has anything for him as we come down to take the restart with 15 laps to go. See if that Mr. Plow 12 machine's got anything for the 153. Flag is out. Cofield gets a decent start. Griff gonna jump down to the bottom. Be able to clear the 21. Nice battle here of really, really fast guys. Some on new tires, some on old tires. Just a lot of different tire strategies as Brandon Wall is way out of the groove. But, man, we are 3 wide here as Josh Oswald been taken out twice, so he is driving like he stole it. As he is trying to get himself a good finish. Been caught up in a couple wrecks. I don't know if that 17 just has a magnet on it or something. I'm not sure. When he's going to slide up, that's going to open the door for Aaron Adcock, who takes the inside there. Man, it's a great battle. These guys are racing hard. Right now, your highest driver on newer tires is Brandon Pollock, who pitted on that last caution. He is sitting in 5th place. He is our current biggest mover of the race, so he is playing that strategy perfect. Getting a little bit out of the groove there. Getting a little bit loose off that corner. He's got fresher tires. Chuck is the second driver on those new tires. You see he's making quick work of the 99, and he got a little run here on the 53. Let's see if he can make that pass. He does, man. He's got the whole car beside him going down in 3 and 4. So does Jason Lottridge. Jason not on new tires, but he is, oh yes he is. So Jason Lottridge is the 3rd driver on newer tires, so definitely tell he is moving forward. We check in on Jonathan Cofield. Out to about a 2nd lead over Griff. Griff not able to match lap times, but he is still having a great run in 2nd place. And Michael Morrison, man, still in 3rd. Last pitted on lap 44. With 10 laps to go, he's still sitting in the podium position. So, newer tires, you know, having a little bit of trouble, but you see new tires that pitted that last caution. That number 1 is right up there, 2 cars behind him. I just wonder if he's going to maybe regret not coming down and get those tires. We'll see. got to hold off a hard charging Charles Stevens. Going to get a run off the corner on the high side. Charles is like, well, if you want to hold the bottom, I'll work that top side a little bit. Going to get up right behind him. You can just see how much faster Charles Stevens having to really lift quite a bit to stay off the back end of that 21. Ooh, Michael gonna kind of chop his nose off just a little bit. That's a dangerous game. That was close. Of course, Charles Stevens is a really, really good guy. Good, clean race car driver. He backs off. But 8 laps to go here as we kind of watch all these tire strategies and how they're playing out. Brandon Pollock with the fresher tires, but not really able to make much progress once he got into the 5th place. Charles all over the back bumper, this 21, fighting for this podium position. Looks down to the inside. Morrison is going to, same thing that happened with McLean. It just, his tires just don't roll the center like theirs do. And so it looks like he's parking the center, and he is. I mean, he's just trying to hold that bottom line. I know if you're the 88 machine, it's a little frustrating, but you got to find a way. You got it on his outside at one point. Got to get around him somehow. Ooh, real close here. Morrison's going to go wide a little bit. It's going to open the door for the 88. The drag race down the front straightaway. He's not quite there. Morrison going to try to block him, but the 88's going to finally get that car. He's going to drift up a little bit. Let's see who's got the run off the corner. I believe the 88's going to be able to do it. And he's going to bring the number 1 of Brandon Pollock with him, most likely. Morrison is trying to fight as hard as he can. He's going to try to get back down to the bottom, protect that 4th place. Brandon Pollock all over the back bumper, and he's going to give the bumper to the 21, who saves it. And my goodness, Chuck Pegleg Phelps going to go around to the outside and take 4th place, as Brandon Pollock going to end up getting the worst end of that deal, as he is slow and he gets into the corner. They're having to check up hard back here, as Chris McLean way out of the groove as the one kind of jumps up into the groove right in front of him. His heels off the pace. As we'll kind of go to a wider shot to see where everybody is. Griff still running in second. Jonathan Cofield out to a 2.16 second lead with 3 laps to go. Chuck able to get up to 4th place. He does have fresher tires. See if he can run down the 88 of Charles Stevens in a couple laps. Able to make it through that mess as those drivers trying to hang on. Poor Michael Morrison just hanging on really, really old tires. Probably wish he would have come down on that last caution. Two laps to go for Jonathan Cofield, a very comfortable lead. He talked about it last week, how he just, man, he wanted to get one. You could definitely tell how disappointed he was as he comes by and takes the white flag. One more lap to go for Jonathan Cofield as he goes down into turn 1. Just got to be doing what he's been doing all night long. Keep it clean, don't get to the wall. About a 3-second gap here. But he's finally going to do it. Goes down in 3 and 4. Everything looks good. No caution is out. It's a white flag. He blinks out. So hopefully we'll be able to see him as he crosses the start-finish line. But Jonathan Cofield going to take home the win tonight as he blinks out, crossing the start-finish line, and comes back. But there's your winner. Jonathan Cofield takes home the win tonight as he is still blinking out as we watch him But William Griffith able to come home in second place and a great third place finish for Charles. Oh my good lord, having a stroke. Charles Stevens Jr. comes home in third. Chuck Pegleg Phelps in fourth. Steve McDonald, your top five. Well, a pretty exciting race as we see if Cofield's going to have a chance for the Rebels Derby start to get that burnout in. There he is. There's your winner. Jonathan Cofield finally gets that win and a dominating performance. And a pretty dang good race for him, and exciting all the way around. A lot of action going on the track. Lots of different pit strategies. He almost gets hit and blinks out, and he comes back. But there you have it. And let's go ahead and let's talk to some of these drivers as we get the Shappy Edits post-race interviews. As we watch him do a burnout down the front straightaway. Charles Stevens is 80 in the booth. You got me?
I got you, man.
Well, man, congratulations. Man, a great race for you. I thought that was a very, man, it was a lot of fun watching you. You started in fourth, finished third. You had some guys come up there and challenge you and then kind of get in some trouble. And, man, you just stayed consistent all night long, and there at the end, able to take advantage of some guys who having some issues and be able to come home in third place, man. Talk about your race, man. It was a great job.
Yeah, it was a real good race. I wish I would have, if I didn't get back and forth with Michael there at the end. I think I wanted had something for Griff, but just trying to get past him with like 10 to go, I burned my tires up. But yeah, it was a real good race. And like I said, it's came up a little short, but I'll take a podium any day.
Well, tell me what it was like racing out there. I mean, you were in the Hornet's Nest all night long. Second through seventh, man, it was just a battle. Talk a little bit about that. What, were you struggling with anything in particular, trying to get around guys, you're trying to save tires, but also keep track position?
The biggest struggle was just different people had different braking lines. So every time I basically got behind someone, I basically had to learn their braking habits and all that other the other things like that. So I'll say that's probably the biggest struggle. But as the run went on, I dialed the brake bias down a little bit just to help me turn a little bit better, and yeah, kept me up front.
Well, awesome, man. Well, hey, fantastic race, great finish, third place. Man, you really showed that you belonged up there. I think tire strategies kind of been, kind of all over the place. But man, able to bring it home third place. Congratulations. Who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs, anything like that?
Well, definitely the spouse, but as a sponsor, it's just my team with Big Fish Motorsports, with everyone on it. Not many people left in it, but Logan, Spencer, Chuck helps out from time to time, Jason. But yeah, just mostly my wife and son for allowing me to come in here and race.
There you go.
And and you broadcasting, I forgot.
Oh, you don't
The
have to
best.
do that. All right, man. Well, congratulations. A good finish. Man, I think we're going to see you in the winner's circle pretty soon.
I hope so, Eddie. Thanks, man.
Charles Stevens, third place finisher. Man, what a great guy. I like that guy a whole bunch. Don't like this guy, though, as we bring Griff up into the booth. Griff, this is Eddie in the booth. You got me?
Hey, what's up, Eddie?
Well, I have to admit, and I'm going to just be honest, and I'm going to just lay it out there. I thought your two-tire strategy was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. I couldn't believe you were going to do that. And
yeah,
boy, did you make me look like an idiot as it played out perfectly for you, as you were able to get that track position and get those tires at the end, and man, be able to stay out of trouble. And man, you sitting there at second with the end with the chance to win this race. Talk about it. Talk about your decision to take two tires, how it worked out. Would you have done anything different, and how did your race go?
Well, I guess the final product, I wouldn't do anything different. But at the time, they were all giving me a bunch of crap for taking two, as always. And then, that caution really came out at the right time for me. And then I saw Cofield go in. I was like, well, I don't know if it's going to go. I don't know if we're going to get another caution. I'm just going to go with them. So it did. It ended up working out in my favor. I don't think if that caution didn't come out when it did, it would have. Your call would have been a correct one.
Well, I have to admit, early on in the race, you were able to make up quite a bit of time, and then it seemed like you and Kendrick both kind of got stuck around midfield. What was it? Were the tires really a big issue, or what exactly happened that y'all kind of got stuck there and weren't able to really move forward?
Yeah, we started really just racing each other. Uh, is really what happened, and then in the course of doing that for like 15 laps or so, we burnt the right front, both of us. So it killed us.
Well, hey, you made the right call, made me like a big old dummy up here, and made the right call. Everything kind of played into your hands, man. And there at the end, you were hauling the mail. Cofield a little bit faster, but he was faster than everybody all night. As man, just a great finish, a good second place, and you're also the Ray Cobb Hard Charger Award winner. So, uh,
Nice.
pretty good night for you, Griff.
Yeah,
Normally,
heck yeah, man. I told Kinder. He told me finally I got a podium for the team. He's been talking about contract negotiations. So
hey,
I think
well,
uh, I think I locked myself in.
there you go. A podium in a contract season. That's always a good thing.
That's
Well,
right.
all right. Well, congratulations. Second place. Fantastic. Who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs?
Yeah, that's the flexible freight solutions. I know everybody always messes that up. It's a tongue twister, and of course, Lotteridge and his brake pedals for helping put this whole thing together to get broadcast, and um, you know, you for always doing it. I know you hear it 1,000 times, man, but we really do appreciate it. And just rest of the guys in the league. It was a good race tonight, and happy to come home P2.
Hell yeah, man. Well, man, fantastic race. Good strategy all around. Put together a pretty damn good race. So congratulations. You left the dozer in the pits tonight, man. As you kicked their butt. So congratulations on second place.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. Well, the man of the hour, Jonathan Cofield. Let's get him into the booth. Jonathan, this Eddie in the booth. You got me.
Hey, Eddie.
Man, well, you said last week that you're ready to get that win, and kind of disappointed in your second place finishes. And tonight, man, I tell you what, you came ready to go as you had the field by about 15 seconds at some point. Uh, Talk a little bit about your race, what you did to prepare for this thing, as you definitely came in and snookered them, and then kind of talk about how those cautions threw a little wrench in it towards the end there.
I love this racetrack, man. It's so fun to drive. I think I was gaining a lot of speed off four, the way I can angle the corner where the yellow line turns flat. I can just get a run straight to the wall. But I had this one circled. I was like, if I don't win any of them, I'm really going to try to win this one right here. This is such a fun racetrack.
Well, you made it look easy. But now when those cautions came out, I want to know kind of what you were thinking. I doubt you let it get to you or stress you out. But you come down pit road and everybody stays out. What were you feeling at that time? And did you feel pretty good knowing that those 20 lap fresher tires are going to take you to the front?
That kind of worried me a little bit when I was in the lead and pulled on the pit road. Like, nobody wants to pit. But yeah, I was a little worried. But I knew there was a few cars lap down that I wasn't going to start too far back. And I had already had it planned, just save my tires. I think we're going to get maybe one or two more since everybody's kind of bunched up. But uh, I really didn't have to push that hard to pass a few cars and get a little closer by that second caution. So, and the fall off about a second, 2 seconds. So I wasn't really too worried about it, really.
Well, man, like I said, your interview last week, just talking about how, man, you want to get one so bad, and then man, you came in here and just showed how fast you are, dominated the race pretty much, except for those last little bit where you had to pit. But outside of that, just completely dominant. Showed up ready to go, and man, finally got that win. So it's got to feel good. Get that monkey off your back. and I don't mean Charles Stevens Jr., but be able to get that off your shoulders and stuff. Be able to go into the next few races with kind of a different mindset, maybe, and try to get 2 or 3 more of them in the playoffs to get you locked into the next round.
I don't know what to say. I'm tickled that I won. I'm still kind of amazed. A lot of the guys were figuring out what I was doing. It wasn't working out for them, thank goodness. But I just give it my best, really.
All right, well, let's talk about the playoffs, man. You're running for the championship. Um, you don't have to worry about some of the guys that's been running up front. Andy Kurt's kind of been you talked about kind of your kryptonite there. He won't be running in the playoffs, so to get a dominating win going into the playoffs, how you feeling about it as you head into it?
I feel pretty good if I can just keep getting top five finishes. I'm not really worried about winning. Think I know the last race you gotta win, but I think I can get myself to the top four if I can just keep my head on my shoulders, not overdrive and get worried, and just make it to the final four is all I'm kind of focused on.
Well, starting off good tonight is a great way to end the regular season. So congratulations on the win. Who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs, anything like that?
Oh yes, y'all for putting on the broadcast, Rebels Racing Network. You always do an awesome job. Slot brake pedals, fueled by Flexible Freight Solutions, Mill Racing Design, Shib Crypto, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing. My two teammates, Steve McDonald, Michael Morrison, they done a great job tonight. Really proud of them. Just the whole team.
Yeah, definitely. What's that team name?
Jonathan Cofield Racing.
Jonathan Cofield Racing. Well, yeah, definitely had a good showing tonight. Got a win, a top five or two. Well, both of you got top fives, and then Michael Morrison was running up front all race long. Just that those old tires, man, just finally got him. Just guys are all over him,
They
but
did.
able to still hang on and get a seventh place finish. I don't, having the oldest tires by quite a lot in the field, finishing inside the top 10. It's a really, really good run. So congratulations again. Looking forward to the playoffs, see what you can do. And glad you finally got that win. I was pulling for you, man.
I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to get my heart rate down. I'm still in shock I won.
All right, man. Well, yeah, get you a couple beers, man. Something to bring you back down to earth, man. But hey, go celebrate, enjoy it, man. They don't come easy around here.
That's right. Thank you, buddy.
Well, there you have it, man. That's always good to see a first-time winner, and he has been fast. Had some issues, involved in some incidents, just some things that have taken him out of races. Been up front, racing up front most of the time that he's been here in Original Rebels. So, but it's always good to see somebody kind of get over that line and get the win. When Chuck, who finished fourth tonight, got his win, I mean, it's just a big deal. It means lots to get a win here. It's so competitive. None of it's ever given, no matter what. So, getting a win always feels good here, and so it's good to see a first-time winner. But let's go ahead and talk about the results and see where everybody finished. We know that this is the practice results. Let me get the real race results. We know the top three: Chuck Feltz fourth, Stephen McDonald fifth, Jason Lottridge sixth. Had a pretty good run out of him. Got those new tires at the end, able to make his way up to sixth place. Pretty good run. Michael Morrison survives and finishes seventh. Brandon Pollock finishes eighth. Aaron Adcock, he was his whole front end was gone whenever he crossed the start finish line. I think, and he finishes ninth. Josh Oswald, going to be the P&J Hard Luck Award winner as he was running up front all race long. Got taken out twice. Got caught up in some stuff, and definitely hate to see that, but that's going to be our P&J Hard Luck Award winner. Stephen Gibson finishes 11th. Jesse Necula 12th. Chris McLean 13th. Brandon Wallace 14th. 15th, Garrett Kinder. Garrett Kinder started in the back, got caught in a couple incidents, just never could get back on the lead lap. So I have to give it to somebody, but Sapolsky window tinting, Mr. Irrelevant. Unfortunately, goes to Garrett Kinder. Is just not able to get back, knowing he has plenty of speed, probably can run up front. Just kind of got stuck there, and a couple cautions where he could have been the lucky dog, but ends up involved in the wreck. Just kind of a bad night for him, but I know he'll rebound and He'll rebound next time out. Charlie Gates finished 16th. Tyler Rice 17th. Davy Jones 18th. Phil Hitman Monzo 19th. And Gene Walkerson rounds out the field in 20th. So, fantastic race. A lot of fun. I'm a little tired, I'm going to be honest. So, you're wondering, what the heck? Is he having a stroke? Why is he messing up a word so bad? Well, that's why. I'm about to fall asleep here. As not because of the racing, just because it's so late here where I'm at. It's almost 11:30. I got to go to bed. So, but a great race. Always love the Arca series. Love to be be able to broadcast these races and getting ready for the playoffs, man. Let's see if we got the points. See if we can check those out as we go into the playoffs and see who has. And this will be an unofficial thing. Official will be posted later. But right now, Cofield is your leader, and he will go into the playoffs with that win. Josh Oswald is sitting in second. Brandon Wallace third. Adam Lang sitting in fourth. Some of these drivers are not eligible, so we'll have to see. I think all of these are, but we'll have to see who is eligible and didn't as they post the thing. But the winners, Cofield, Oswald, Garrett Kinder, Griff, Josh Smith, Chris McClain, Kyle Martinson, a lot of guys who have wins. So we'll see where they all end up as they post the thing. But Jonathan Cofield going to be your regular season champion by a pretty decent margin there. So congratulations to him, and great job by Josh Oswald with a second place finish in the regular season. So, but good race, had a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching. Jonah, Ratchet, Kevin Kinder. Thank y'all for being in chat. Alex Veith in there as well. And Al Renecki was watching on Facebook. So definitely appreciate y'all. And yeah, I want to thank all our sponsors. I want to thank Lodgers Brake Pedals, Flexible Freight Solutions, all the sponsors who have put money up for this season. Made it a heck of a season across the board for all the different series. It's been a lot of fun. And definitely appreciate all those folks. So yeah, we'll see y'all next week as we start the playoffs. Let's see. Tonight is Friday night. Tomorrow we will be on Intensity for the Cup Series at Charlotte. Jonah Colbert put up a little bit of money for the race, so if you're thinking about joining, go check that announcement out in the Cup Series Discord. And if you're not going to be racing, definitely come by and watch, as we're going to have a lot of fun. So we will see y'all tomorrow on Intensity, not on Rebel Racing Network. Rebel Racing Network will actually be back on Monday night as we do the Retro Cup Qualifying Challenge. Definitely come out and watch that. If you don't plan on participating, definitely watch. I think it'll make for a good time. Something fun, not super competitive. There is some money on the line, but we're going to see what these guys can do in the 87 cars as they try to go around the track of Talladega for a long, quick lap, and then come in full speed in the pit road, try to stop in a pit box, try to make those tanks come to a complete stop, and whoever has the fast time is going to win $15. So going to be a lot of fun. Come out and watch that. We should have a blast. Have a few laughs at least. The money and stuff is just going to be secondary. So come on out. That'll be on Rebel Racing Network. And if you want to watch some good racing, come by on Wednesday nights. We'll be broadcasting the Thunderstruck Tour Mods. They put on a heck of a show, and it's a pretty badass racer. So that's what we got going on. We'll see y'all. Tomorrow night on Intensity. Y'all have a good night.